Welcome to Yoga and Routine. Today we are going to start lying down. So take a nice comfy lie down on the floor. So get yourself in a nice position. So as we finish in Shavasana, we're going to start today. So let those ankles just fall wide. Let those palms come face up. Roll those shoulder blades underneath you and just soften the gaze. Close those eyes and shut down. So start to notice how you feel here today. Just notice how the body's feeling. Maybe take a body scan, starting from the tips of the toes, working up the legs, the hips, noticing areas of tightness here. Just releasing and trying to melt into the ground a little bit. Dropping the shoulders. And just try and become heavier. Let the body sink and melt into the floor. Let the ground receive you, taking the weight, the stress off of you. And notice the face. Are you feeling tense in the face, in the brow, in the jaw? If so, maybe just take some gentle crunches or wiggles with the face just to release the jaw, the brow, and just let it all melt away. Start to notice any sounds that you can hear around you. This may be a new space that you're practicing in. So starting to notice those sounds. Maybe a ticking clock. Maybe just noises outside, or maybe noises inside. And just try to make them the new noises, the new norm. Try not to be irritated by them, but just accept those noises that are there. Maybe you can hear birds tweeting. And then just notice how the breath feels in the body today. Just notice. To start with, we're just noticing ourselves here. Not making any control of anything that we're doing, not forcing anything, just noticing. We're just noticing our body position, how our body feels, and how our breath is. And then as always we come to the mind. How is your mind feeling today? I can imagine you're going through such a range of emotions at this time. And every one of those emotions is absolutely fine. Whatever you feel is absolutely fine. We spend so long beating ourselves up for feeling one way or another way. But just notice that whatever you're feeling is absolutely fine. We give ourselves such a hard time anyway. So how we feel, whether we feel happy, whether we feel sad, whether we feel anxious, whether we feel stressed, angry, cross, annoyed, anything, all those emotions are absolutely fine. But we want to try and let go of any of those emotions right now. Those emotions all have a time and a place. But as we're lying here on our mats, in our space, we want to try and commit to us, to carve out this time for you, for your mind, for your body, for your breath. If those thoughts come and go, just notice them, acknowledge them, try not to unpick and analyse. Just let them flow through. By taking time to practice, taking time to notice our position, our poses, our asanas and our breath, our pranayama, we start to still the mind, which at this time is so, so important. So we're going to start taking the breath into the body. Inhaling through the nose, feeling that lovely cool breath, blood down the throat. Feeling the chest, feel the chest rising. Feel the lungs rising, feel that belly rising, pushing that belly high up, feeling that balloon. As you exhale, contract belly to spine, feeling it releasing away, tucking tailbone under, and just release that breath in the lungs. Get rid of that stale air and let it go. Then take that next natural inhale. Feel the chest lift, the lungs lift, the belly. And exhale, soften, release, let go. Each breath you take, try and take it deeper into the belly. Try and lift higher. Try and find more space for that breath. And as you exhale, try and release any more that you can. Try and release your body, any tension. Feel yourself melting a little bit further into the mat. Just take 2 more full breaths like this, trying to find more space to send that breath, really filling, taking that deep breath, and exhale, soften, release, let go. Once more, feel the body lifting, like it's rising off the mat here. And as you exhale, soften, release, and let go. Just return to the normal breath. Maybe that normal breath now is a little bit deeper. Maybe it's further through the body. Maybe you've softened a little bit more. Maybe those hips are released. Maybe the glutes have released. Maybe the shoulders have released. Just notice that breath and notice the stillness in the body. And maybe today while we're here we'd like to set an intention for our practice. Maybe just to breathe. Maybe just to try and still that mind, just concentrate on what we're doing today, not think about anything else. And gift ourselves this time for us, knowing that after this we will be able to deal with whatever the day throws at us so much easier. Start to wiggle fingers and toes. Twist off wrists and ankles. Maybe rock the head from side to side. Maybe open and closing the jaws, screw up that face. And then take a full body stretch, reaching up and overhead, pointing through with the fingers and the toes. Really take the fullest, longest stretch you can. And then take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, bring the knees into the chest, give themselves a hug, rock side to side, massage out the lower back, releasing through the hips and the knees. Really give yourself a lovely massage in the lower back. And then take the hands to the shins or the backs of the thighs and start rocking front to back. Noticing how that feels here. Massaging all the way up the spine, from the shoulders to the tail. Really rock and roll. Keeping that belly in, keeping that chin into the chest, just to protect the neck. And as you get more, maybe get a little bit bigger, maybe take the rock further up into the shoulders. Maybe really pushing through the seat bones. Take a few more here. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Really feeling that warming up through the back, like someone's giving you a lovely massage all the way up through the spine. Take 2 more, and then when your feet come to the ground on the last one, pause here. Take a seat, crossing those legs, moving the flesh from the seat bones. And then from here, take the hands to the knees. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, really give them a squeeze, crunch everything up. And as you exhale, roll the shoulders back and down, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Twice more, inhale, squeezing shoulders up to the ears. And as you exhale, roll them back and down, really send them towards the mat. Once more, inhaling, squeezing everything up. And exhale, drop them away from the ears. Restacking head, neck, spine, tuck tailbone under, belly button to spine, really lengthening up through the vertebrae, finding as much space that you can here through the back. And come to a nice pause here. Let everything just settle in this position here. Notice how you're feeling. And then inhale, sweep the palms up to the sky, reaching high. Interlace the fingers and then send the palms to the sky, reaching up. Really reach up through both sides of the body. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bend to the right hand side, reaching over to the right. Gazing up underneath that left armpit, pushing that left seat bone down. Feel that lovely opening through the vertebrae on the left side and through the ribs. Inhale to the sky, and as you exhale, go to the left. Looking under the right armpit, pushing that right seat bone down. Nice stretch, opening the fascia of the ribs. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, swing those hands, sweep them down. Inhale, sweep to the sky, and exhale through heart center. Inhale through heart center, and exhale, surround yourself with energy and good intentions. Inhale, sweep up from the ground, feel that energy lifting from the ground, and as you exhale, bring it into the heart, plug it in, and pause here. Inhale through the center. Exhale, drop the right hand to the mat. Inhale, left hand reaching high. And exhale, bending over to the right, really reaching. Again, plug that left seat bone in, looking under the left side. Inhale, both hands to the sky. Exhale, drop the left to the mat. Inhale, reaching up with the right. Exhale, coming over to the left. Nice stretch here. We're going to do that once more each side. Inhale, both hands to the sky. Exhale, drop the right to the mat. Inhale, reaching with the left. Exhale, reaching over to the right. Really stretch, open up the back. Inhale, both to the sky. Exhale, drop the left. Inhale, reaching up with the right. Exhale, over. Beautiful. Inhale, both hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. You should feel nice open through the side. Inhale here, and as you exhale, drop the chin to the chest. So bringing those thumbs into the sternum, chin to chest, lift the chest to the sky, so you're really trying to stretch through here, and then try and pull that chin down a little bit further if you can. Feel a nice stretch through the neck, drop the shoulder blades down the back, everything tucked in, tailbone tucked under, belly button to spine, nice and strong. Inhaling, exhale, try and sink them a little bit further. Feel a nice stretch here. And then we're just going to take some gentle neck rolls side to side, noticing how the neck feels. You're probably holding super amounts of tension here, so if there's any sore points, like I found a sore point, pause at that point here. Breathe into it, Feel it expanding, and as you exhale, feel it releasing. And then continue with those neck rolls, noticing how it feels here through your neck. Take 2 more neck rolls here. Really be gentle with that neck, but just notice any little clicks and crunches that you feel. And then stack the head and the neck. Inhale here. As you exhale, take the hands to the mat, rolling over the knees, coming to our all fours position. So here we are, 4-point kneeling. Set yourself up nice and strong. Spread the hands wide, index fingers to the front of the mat. Wrist, elbows, shoulders stacked, pushing up high through the shoulder blades. Knees under hips, toes untucked, belly button to spine. We're going to take 4 cat-cows here. Inhale, drop the belly to the floor, chin forward, chest forward. Lovely, feel that belly drop and that nice stretch in the lower back. As you exhale, tuck tailbone under, pushing up through those shoulders. Nice here. 3 more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 2 more. Inhale, really arch the back, dropping it low. Exhale, cat. Last time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral spine. As you exhale, push strong into those feet and lift the knees an inch off the mat. So we're hovering those knees just an inch. I can see all your inches, so don't you trick me. So really pull that belly button up to the spine, pushing strong through those shoulder blades. And breathe, long line from the crown to the tail. 2 full breaths here, inhaling and exhaling, pushing strong, using that energy. And last time, inhale here. And as you exhale, drop the knees as wide as the mat, bring the toes to touch and sink back, extended child's pose. Really reach those hands long out across the mat. Sink the tailbone back and down, feel that lovely stretch. And 2 breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath here, inhale. And as you exhale, coming back up to all fours, reset the knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. We're going to hover 1 more time. So pushing strong in the feet, lift the knees an inch. Pull that belly button up through the spine. Pushing strong through the hands and hover. And breathe here for 3, for 2. Feel that prana, that energy, and for 1. Drop the knees to the mat. Where the hands are on the mat, drop your elbows. We're coming to puppy pose. So hands nice and parallel on the mat, spreading the weight through the forearms. And then walk those knees back a little way. And then we're coming to push the chest towards the mat, maybe the chin or the forehead on the mat. So you feel that nice stretch through the back. We're trying to stack the hips directly over the knees. Feel a nice stretch here. 2 full breaths here. Really drop the chest. Let it sink. Lift that tailbone high up to the sky. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here. As you exhale, send the hips towards the mat. We're coming through to set up to low plank. So tuck those toes under. Lift the kneecaps. Hover. So pushing through the forearms again, nice and strong. Tuck the tailbone, belly button to spine. All looking beautiful here. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more full breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Walk the hands up to full plank. So right hand down, left hand down, stacking up to plank. 2 full breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath, inhaling and exhaling. Drop the knees to the mat. Untuck toes, reset all fours. Hover once more. Inhale here, exhale, pushing through with the feet, lifting knees an inch. Last time, hover here. So spread those hands nice and wide. Feel Feel like you're hovering off the mat. Pull that belly button. Long line. 2 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. And last breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Drop the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Lift those hips up and back. Soften here in your dog. Maybe have a pedal as the first dog of the day, of the week. Sway, maybe looking underneath the armpits. Dropping the shoulders, going through all those checks. Noticing how the body feels. If you haven't done yoga for a little while, maybe it feels all a bit tight. The hamstrings feel sore. If you've done something stupid like me at the weekend, or went for a run, you'll notice it. I don't know why I did that. Just to escape. So once you've come to a nice downward dog here, pause your dog. Go through the checks, try and soften those shoulders. Try and send the belly to the thighs, lifting those seat bones high up to the ground. Inhale here and exhale. 1 more full breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here. As you exhale, drop the knees to the mat, untuck the toes, and then lie all the lifting up. Bring those hands up to heart. Tuck the tailbone under, push the hips forward, hands to heart center. Drop the shoulder blades back and around. Inhale here, really pulling it under, squeezing through the glutes. And as you exhale, slide back down, child's pose. Pushing those arms out long and in front. Inhaling here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, sliding up onto the knees again, hands to heart center. Rolling the shoulders back, squeezing through the glutes. This time we're going to inhale, sweep the hands forward, and as you exhale, lift back and surround yourself. Chest forward, chin high. Twice more, inhale, sweep. Exhale, surround. Push hips, squeeze glutes. Last time, inhale, sweep. Exhale, push, squeeze. Hands to heart center. Inhale here, exhale, slide the hands along the mat, child's pose. Inhale here, exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Soften. Feel the seat bones pushing up to the sky, lengthening through those hamstrings. Inhale here. As you exhale, start to walk the feet to the face. Come to a forward fold at the front of the mat. So nice, long, straight legs. And bring the feet either to touch, an inch apart, or hip width, whatever feels good for you. And then take hold of those elbows, maybe swaying from side to side. Maybe releasing a little bit more out to the fascia of the ribs, or releasing any strength and tension in the lower back. Just 1 full breath here. Then as you inhale here, exhale, release the hands to the mat. Inhale here. As you exhale, coming up to halfway lift. Long, flat back, belly button into the spine, shoulders back and round. And as you exhale, take a forward fold. We're going to do that once more. Inhale here, exhale, halfway lift. Belly in, shoulders back and round. Nice long line from the tail and the crown. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Vertebrae by vertebrae, restacking. Head and shoulders last. Inhale, lifting to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 breaths here. We're in our Tadasana. If you need to have a readjust with anything, get yourself sorted. It's nothing worse than feeling all a bit uncomfortable. And then bring those toes up to your face. Really pull those toes high, pushing through the 4 corners of the feet. You know all this well now. And then slowly little toes replace. 4th toes, really crawling them out. 3rd toe, 2nd toe, and big toe. Claw in, really pulling up. And then lifting up through the arches, up through the shins, kneecaps, quads, tuck tailbone under, belly button to spine, shoulders back and round, thumbs into sternum. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. One full breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly up through the spine. Really restack those vertebrae. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. One breath and we're doing it once more. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Last time, inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Hands to mat. Step back with the left leg. Drop the left knee to the mat, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, sink into the hips and hands to heart center. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, we're going to sweep forward as we did before. And exhale, surround yourself. So nice and strong, release. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, surround. Once more, inhale, sweep. Exhale, surround. Inhale, hands to the mat. Lengthen that right leg out. So you bring the right toes to the face, scissor the hips, so send the right hip back, roll the left hip forward. Bring the toes to the face and feel a lovely stretch through that hamstring. Maybe lift that right seat bone a little bit higher up. And as you exhale, soften the belly towards the thigh. So nice breath here, inhaling. Exhale, sink and soften a little bit more. One more breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, roll through the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, lunge. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, step back with the right leg to downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, drop to the knees, all fours. Reset, hands under shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale here, as you exhale, send the right leg back behind you. Flex or point that leg, keep the hips nice and square, belly up into the spine, squeezing through the glutes. Inhale, lengthen that leg longer. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring the navel up high, squeezing through. Twice more, inhale, lengthening. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Once more, inhale, lengthening. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Replace knee, reset hips here. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, tuck toes, lift knees, downward facing dog. Nice breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, step forward with the right leg. Nice and strong. Inhale here and exhale, looking forward here. Inhale here, exhale, stepping in, forward fold. Slowly rolling up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, hands to heart center. One more breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, coming through the center. Exhale, swan dive. Step back with the right leg. Nice and high here. Inhale here, exhale, drop the right knee, untuck the toe. Inhale, sweeping up high. Exhale, sink to hips, hands to heart center. So check that those knees are not on a tight rope, not wobbling over. Nice and strong. We're going to do 3 sweeps forward. So inhale, sweep the hands forward. Exhale, surround, squeezing through. Twice more, inhale, pushing the weight forward. Exhale, sweep behind. Last time, inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, sweep behind. Inhale here, exhale, hands to the mat. So we're bringing the left toes towards the face, flexing through, runner's lunge. So scissor the hips, send the left hip back, roll the right forward, flex the toes towards the face. Inhale here, As you exhale, soften the belly towards the thigh, lifting that left seat bone up high for that lovely stretch. 2 more breaths. Inhale here and exhale. 1 more full breath. Inhale and exhale. Roll through the front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Inhale here, exhale, stepping back, downward facing dog. If you need the pedal, take the pedal. If you want the stillness, take the stillness. Make this your practice, what fits best for you. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, as you exhale, drop the knees, untuck the toes, reset all fours. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, lengthen out that left leg, flex or point the toes, equal weight between the hips and the hands. Inhale here, lengthen that leg, exhale, knee to nose, lifting, squeezing through the navel. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, crunching. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, crunching. Inhale here, lengthening, exhale, reset, knee and hands. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, tuck toes, lift knees down, facing dog. So we're trying to lengthen a little bit more, soften here, and we're going to add on. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale, drop to the knees, reset all fours. Inhale here, exhale, lengthen that right leg out behind. Weight into the right hand, reach forward with that left hand, nice and long, reaching as long as you can, and as you exhale, knee to elbow, really cat stretch here. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, knee to elbow, squeezing. Last time, inhale, lengthening, exhale, knee to elbow. Replace knee, replace hand, twist off right wrist if you need to. Inhale here, exhale, downward facing dog. So each time we come to our dog, try and soften, sink a little bit more, readjust, drop the shoulders, send the shoulder blades down the back, roll those armpits under towards each other. Inhaling and exhaling. We're coming through to the other side. Inhale here, as you exhale, drop the knees, reset all fours. Inhale here, as you exhale, lengthen that left leg, out behind you. Point or flex, whatever is good for you. Weight into the left hand, reach forward with the right. Really lengthen as much as you can, squeezing everything in. Inhale here, exhale, knee to elbow, really crunching up. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, crunching. Once more, inhale, lengthening, exhale, crunching. Replace hand, replace knee, twist off left wrist. Inhale here, exhale, downward facing dog. Use the breath, reset, and we're moving on. Inhale, right leg to sky, 3-legged dog. Remember, roll that right hip into the mat, squeeze through that right glute. Inhale here, exhale, tiger's tail. So send the right knee to the sky, send the right foot to the left glute, looking underneath that right armpit. Really sink and send that knee as high as you can. Inhale here, exhale, knee to nose. Squeezing up through the crown, through the navel, and then step through between the hands. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, you can either drop that left knee to the mat and untuck the toe, or keep it toes tucked, lifting the knee. So check that you're not on a tight rope, that you've got a nice train track with the space here between the legs. And then inhale, pushing through the right foot, coming up to high lunge. Inhale here, exhale, hands to heart center. Whoa, good, we're all feeling strong today. So we're taking 3 sweeps forward as we did before, with that left knee off the ground. Inhale, prepare, pull that belly button to spine. In sweep forward, inhaling, and exhale, surround. Really reach forward, inhale, take yourself off balance, exhale, reach bound, open. Last time, inhaling, and exhale, hands to mat, right leg back, downward facing dog, have a little pedal. So each time you're coming through, I want you to really push yourself off. So you're trying to come as far forward and as far back, so you're having to use your core to stabilize. Inhale, left leg to sky, three-legged dog. So pushing through that right heel towards the ground, lifting that heel to the sky, rolling that right hip into the ground, squeezing through the glute. Inhale here, exhale, tiger's tail. So really lift that knee high, looking underneath that left armpit. Inhale here and exhale, feel a lovely opening through that hip. Inhale here, exhale, knee to nose, squeezing it high up to the navel, and then step through between the hands. So again, you can either drop that knee or keep it lifted, pushing strong through the left foot, lifting high. Inhale here, exhale, hands to heart center. So tuck the tailbone under, belly button to spine, reset everything nice and strong. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, surround, take a little back bend. Last time, twice more, sorry. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, surround. Keep that right knee lifted. Last time, inhaling. Exhale, surround. Hands to the mat. Sweep that left leg back. Downward facing dog. Have a pedal if you need. Beautiful. Inhaling and exhaling. We're coming to the front of the mat, so you can step, hop or jump. If you're hopping high on the toes, bend the knees, tummy to the thighs, look forward, hop, step, jump. Forward fold. Have you got any more movement in those hamstrings? Are you any more softer in your down and your forward fold here? Inhale here, exhale, halfway lift, long flat back, exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling up all the way through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 breaths, inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step or hop or jump back to plank. So nice strong planks. Check those wrists, elbows, shoulders are stacked. Spread those hands wide, pushing up into the shoulder blades. Tuck the tailbone under, belly to spine. Lift the kneecaps, push the heels back. Feel like you're floating. Inhale here and exhale. We're doing the thing where we go from plank to down dog, but we feel like we have a hurdle right through the middle of us. So inhale to prepare, and as you exhale, lift up and back into downward dog. Inhale here, exhale, lift high on off those heels, rolling over through into your plank. We're going to do that twice more. Inhale here, exhale, high, pushing on those toes, lifting up, downward facing dog. Inhale here, exhale, lift the heels high, belly lifting up higher and over into our plank. Once more, inhale here, exhale, lifting up and back into downward dog. Last time, inhale here, exhale, lift the heels high, belly up and over into plank. Inhale here and exhale. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, push back downward dog. Inhale here, exhale, right leg to sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Step through between the hands, pushing high up, high lunge. Inhale here, exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here, exhale, hands to mat. Step back to plank. Inhale here, exhale, chaturanga. So knees or toes, 4-limb staff. I know you're all good, so you're coming on your toes. So push forward, elbows in, slowly lower to the ground. Either upward facing dog or cobra. Inhale here and exhale. Tuck toes down facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath. Inhale here. Exhale, left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Step through between the hands. Pushing high, up, high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here, exhale, hand to mat. Step back plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, pushing forward, elbows in, brushing against the ribs, lowering to the mat for Cobra, or pushing through for Upward Facing Dog, tuck toes. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale here, exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Breathe, a little bit heat rising here. And soften the breath, soften the pose. One more full breath here, inhale here, exhale, drop to the knees. Untuck the toes. So we're going to do Chaturanga press up. I know we've done a couple here, but this is just to make sure we're getting it all right. So the knees are a little bit further back from the hips. Bringing those elbows in, so the elbow creases are facing the front of your mat. Pushing your hips forward so that the shoulders are stacked over the wrist. Elbows in. We're going to do 3 press-ups here. And as you come down, you're exhaling, but you're also brushing those elbows against your ribs. So are we ready? Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lower. Inhale, pushing up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale. Exhale, lower. Hold it. Breathe. Elbows in, squeezing through the quads, pushing through the hands. Inhale here, exhale, drop to the floor. Slide those hands along the mat. Forearms down, Sphinx pose. So, pushing the hips into the mat, drop the shoulders away from the ears, nice and strong. Pushing the chest up forward, chin up high. So you feel a nice little stretch in the lower back and maybe a little massage in the belly. Inhale here, exhale, looking over the right shoulder. Opening up the left side of the neck, dropping the left shoulder away. And as I say, I like to know that we're offering up this left side of our neck for a kiss. Inhale here, as you exhale, bring your head over to the left side. Again, the same thing. Drop the right shoulder away from the ears, lifting up the right side of the neck for the kiss. Inhale here, exhale, coming to center. Inhale here, as you exhale, slide the hands under the shoulders. Bring those elbows in, nice and strong. Inhale here, exhale, tuck the toes, lift the knees. Bring the belly up and off into the spine. Bring those elbows in like grasshopper arms. We can inhale here and exhale, push ourselves up to plank. That's strong. Inhale here, exhale, push back, Downward Facing Dog. Soften. Inhale here, exhale, hop, step or jump to the front of the mat. Grabbing hold of the elbows, having a little sway. Inhaling and exhaling. Releasing the elbows, hands to the floor. Take a slow rolling up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to get a little bit heat rising a little bit further. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat. Pop back to plank. Lift the right toes off the mat and pulse for 5. Squeeze the right glute. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the foot to the mat, drop the knees, sitting up, tucking tailbone, pushing the hips forward, squeezing the glutes. Inhale here, exhale, hands to the mat, tuck toes, plank. Lift the left foot off the ground. Make sure you're nice and long. And pulse for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Foot to the floor. Drop the knees. Tuck the toes. Lifting the hips. Squeezing through. Squeeze those glutes nice and strong. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale here. Exhale. Slide the hands along the mat. Come to child's pose. Extended child's pose. Reaching through with the lower back. So soften here. If you want to bring those knees as wide as the mat, then do so. If that feels better for you. And then just sink those hips back. Try and sink those hips so that the heels touch the seat bones, or the seat bones touch the heels. And just take a few breaths here. Notice if that heart rate has risen. One more full breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, reset all fours. So we're back here, all fours position, coming through to our lovely hover. So inhale here, exhale, make sure the toes are untucked and lift the knees an inch, pushing up high. Inhaling and exhaling. Pull that belly high, long line from the crown to the tail. And breathe, pulling everything in, pushing strong into those hands, using every space of those fingertips, the palms. And 2 more full breaths, inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, drop the knees to the mat, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. 1 full breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Pendulum series, right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it, 3-legged dog. Tap right elbow, squeezing it high, 3-legged dog. Tap left elbow, nice and strong, 3-legged dog. Foot to floor, coming through to plank, knees or toes, chaturanga dandasana, pushing long, lowering, upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to do that on the other side. So pendulum series followed by chaturanga. So inhaling here. As you exhale, left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Nice and strong. Inhale here, exhale, knee to nose. 3-legged dog. Tap left elbow. 3-legged dog. Tap right elbow. 3-legged dog. Foot to floor. Coming through to plank. Drop knees. If not, stay on the toes. Elbows in. Push forward. Lowering down. Upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck toes, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Hop, step or jump or fly or crawl to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, straight in. Exhale, forward fold. And slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 full breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Take the feet as wide as the mat, heels on the mat, toes off. Bring the hands into the sternum, tuck the tailbone under, belly button to spine. We're coming into our yogi squat, but I want you to come down in a nice line. The back is completely flat, no tipping forward. So tuck everything under, squeeze everything in. Inhale here. As you exhale, let the knees come out to track the toes and start to slowly squat down. Use that pressure, let it build up slowly. Inhaling as you come down and exhaling. Inhale here and exhale, take it all the way down to the ground. So readjust the feet if you need to, check that the heels are on the ground. And then tuck the tailbone under, so you're lengthening through the back. Push the elbows into the knees so that you're opening out into your squat a little bit more. Nice and strong. So readjust if you need to, but you're coming here so that you're nice lengthening up. Trying to bring those thumbs into the sternum. Sinking into the hips. Noticing if that feels nice for you, but just use that breath. If there's any areas that are hurting in the hips, try and breathe into those areas as we do to inflate, and as exhale, soften. So they say the moment you want to come out of a pose is the moment when it starts to work. I don't know if that's true or they're just making you do more punishment. But you're trying to sink, trying each time to lengthen through the spine, drop the shoulders away from the ears, and really soften here. So just breathe into the hips, opening in the hips. As I've said many times before, you hold a lot of stress in the hips. So opening up through the hips, opening up through those the hip flexors is super key. So inhale here and exhale. One more full breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Take the hands behind you, take a seat. So, we know where we are. What a perfect position we're all in. Everybody is going, oh no. Move the flesh from the seat bone. Tuck the tailbone under. Lift the chest high and proud. Look, it's only you. Nobody's looking at you. Roll those shoulders away from the ears. Pull those shoulder blades together and take those palms face up. Belly button in. Inhale here. Exhale, lift that right leg to tabletop. Boat series. Inhale here, left leg, tabletop. So reset, don't let that back drop. If you've dropped into the mat, lift up that chest, everything lift long. Inhale here, exhale, right leg point, and in. Left leg point, and in. Full boat, lengthen the legs and the hands to the sky, squeeze through those glutes, reach up high. Inhale here, exhale, roll the lower back into the mat slowly, carefully. Remember, anyone with lower back issues, be careful. And then slowly lengthen the legs towards the floor. If you need to bend the knees, feet on the floor, do so. Reach those hands higher to the sky. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, reaching up behind you. Exhale, crunch. Reset. Chest lift, shoulders. So you're keeping that tension by doing it slower, the pressure is for longer. Inhale here, exhale, left leg point. And in, right leg point. And in, full boat. Use the breath, squeeze the quads to lift those legs, reach higher. Inhale here, exhale, roll the lower back in. Just the lower back, bra strap area is off the floor. Inhale here, exhale, lengthen the legs towards the floor, let them hover. Inhale here, reach the hands higher to the sky. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, reach back and behind. Exhale, crunch up. Cross legs, forward fold. Really lengthening those arms out along the mat. And with those legs crossed here, you should feel a stretch in one of the glutes, or maybe both the glutes, or maybe the hips. But just soften here. Try and soften the belly towards the feet, the chest towards the mat, maybe the forehead in the mat. And then try and push those seat bones back into the mat, so you've got a nice opening through the hips, the chest, the arms, the shoulders, everywhere. One more full breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here. As you exhale, walk the hands back under the shoulders. Bring the knees in together. Hug the knees in and then roll yourself onto your back. So as we started at the beginning, a little rock and roll. So massage up and down the back. Soften, breathe. 2 more. And 1 more. And lay yourself on your back. Bring the knees into the chest. Take the hands just behind your neck. We're going to do yogi bicycles. So it's just a bicycle, but they call it a yogi bicycle. So inhale here. As you exhale, lift the chest off the floor. So the shoulders are off the floor, lifting the chest high, opening those elbows wide. Check the knees are stacked over the hips, nice and strong. Tucking the tailbone under so you're pushing your lower back into the mat to protect. Inhale here. As you exhale, extend your right leg and take your right elbow to your left leg. Inhale here, exhale, swap left to right. And swap. Inhale here, exhale, lengthen. So just let that leg hover off the ground, really lengthen it and twist. Keep the upper shoulders off the mat at whole times. Twisting. So whatever side you're on, just keep twisting
Inhale, exhale. Each time, inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. And 2 more. Exhaling, lengthening. And 1 more. Full stretch here, lengthening through. And then bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug when you've finished. Rocking out through the lower back. Releasing everything here. Just switching on that core a little bit more. So we've done our boat. We've done through the core, through the sides. We're just going to switch on the lower abs. So drop the feet to the mat, open the knees wide. Tuck the tailbone under to push the lower back in the mat. So let those knees fall open, this cobbler pose. So you may feel a really strong stretch through the groin here. Just let gravity pull the knees towards the ground. And then reach through between the hips. So you're reaching through like you're going to place a ball at the front of your mat. Inhale here. As you exhale, reach up and through towards your toes. So nice and strong here. And we're going to pulse here, reaching for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, a little movement, 3, for 2, for 1. Pause high, reach a little inch higher, and pause again, and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, come an inch higher, and the last 8, 7, 6. Don't break, this is the last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So releasing, keep the knees where they are, nice and strong. Release, roll the shoulders underneath you. Bring those palms to face the sky. We're coming straight into our Shavasana. So just release everything. Notice how you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling a little warmer. Maybe the heart rate has risen a little bit, but you'll definitely be stretched out, and everything now should start to settle, marinate, all the goodness soak in. So noticing how you feel now. Maybe sending the breath to the hips if they're still tight, to the groin. And by sending the breath, I mean as you inhale, feel that space inflating, visualize it inflating. And as you exhale, feel it softening and releasing, maybe letting go a little bit more. I know it sounds strange, but visualize that space inflating on the inhale, and as you exhale, feel it softening, releasing, and letting go. So hips, shoulders, face, all those spaces that we hold our tension. So as you're lying here on the floor, maybe again start that body scan, this time starting from the crown of the head. And as you're noticing your body, see if you can release anything, any more tension. And maybe visualize that tension just flowing off you and being absorbed into the ground, taken away. So if you're furrowing your brow, your jaw is tight, just let it release. Let it float off. Maybe feel like someone's pouring lovely warm oil on your face, on your head, releasing all that stress and that tension. Down to the shoulders, maybe walk them together underneath a little bit more, opening up that chest. And as you're lying here, maybe feel those shoulder blades sliding down the mat a little bit more towards the toes, releasing any tension here. The hips, let them fall a little bit softer, heavier into the mat. If you're uncomfortable in the hips, just lengthen those legs out long along the mat. So whatever is best for you. And if you've lengthened those legs out, just let those ankles fall heavy.
Everything, just let it all settle, sink, melt. Notice your breath, don't control your breath. And then notice your mind. Hopefully those thoughts have stilled a little. Maybe let them still a little longer by bringing that awareness to your body, to your breath. Noticing how you're feeling now. Maybe visualize your body lying here on the floor. Lying here safe, relaxed and supported. And then without opening your eyes, notice the room that you're in. Notice the four walls, the ceiling and the floor. And then bring some gentle movement into the body. Maybe starting wiggling your fingers and your toes. Twisting off your wrists and your ankles. Opening and closing your jaw, rocking your head from side to side. Increasing that breath in the body. Maybe taking some bigger and deeper exhales, reawakening yourself. And then take a full body stretch, reaching up and overhead. Really point through with those fingers and those toes. Really reach. And then take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Releasing through the lower back, the hips, maybe the knees. Finding some movement that feels good for you. And then come to rest on your right hand side, pausing here. Let everything settle. And if you set an intention for your practice, just maybe notice or repeat. And then keeping your eyes closed, push yourself up to seated with your palms open to receive. Notice your body softening here, settling. Breath of life. I breathe in all that is. Awareness expanding to take everything in. As if my heart beats the world into being. From the unnamed vastness beneath the mind, I breathe my way to wholeness and healing. Inhalation, exhalation. Each breath a yes and a letting go. A journey and a coming home. We're going to take 3 breaths together here. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more, in and ex. Last one, in and ex. Inhale the palms to the sky, join in prayer. And as you exhale, bring your palms to your third eye for clear vision, to your mouth for the truth, and to your heart center for love and for life.
Namaste.